Sabhi hai. Everybody who's getting second initiation, raise your hand. Okay. Can you all stand up and कहाँ पे करेंगे? जगह है enough. Just standing. Okay. हमें नहीं होती प्रभु 15 लोग हैं. नहीं तो गिफ्ट शॉप में ले जाओ गिफ्ट शॉप में. So can you, everyone who's getting Brahman initiation, please stand up and come on this side. So Manoram Prabhu is going to, Maharaj wants Manoram Prabhu to guide and give the process. How to, no, you leave your things there and just come. He's going to teach you first in the office. Okay. Kantimalaya. You have anybody? Yeah, he can put it for you. चलेगा मैं सोच रहा हूँ एक लाइन इधर कर देगा. मनराम प्रभु एक लाइन इधर कर दूँ, जगह नहीं हो रहा है. इधर इधर डाल दो. भगवान को पीठ हो जाएगा. नहीं ऐसा बैठेंगे. हाँ. So चलेगा.
एंगल वे ठीक है, मतलब प्रभुपाद का भी पीछे नहीं है इस तरफ में. नहीं तो उधर में और एक लाइन.
नहीं उधर डाल दो प्रभु चलेगा.
पीछे सबको पीछे डाल दो. वो अभी बोलना है जब वो प्रभुपाद के पास जाएंगे भारत प्रभुपाद के पास में.
हाँ लगा दीजिए. Ananga Sundari Devi Dasi. Ananga Sundari is here. Namaras Devi Dasi. Who is it? Oh, okay. Sanatan Nitai Das. Okay. Can we assemble all here? So we are getting a little confused here. And then Sakhi Gaurangi Devi Dasi. How far they are? Postponed for 1 year? No? Okay. And Srinivas Anand Das. Can you call them? Madhav Manjari Devidasi. Tell them they need to clean up after the puja, okay, for coming late. Radha Leela Devi Dasi. Okay. Rasa Chandrika Devi Dasi. Swamini Gopi Devi. Okay. Manoram Bro, Swamini, okay. Brinda Kumari Devi Dasi. Okay. Can you follow Manoram Prabhu? Bamsi Vadana Das. Radha Vilasini Devi Dasi. Radha Vilasini. Kumari Gopi. नहीं उनको केवल बताना है, मंत्र नहीं देंगे अभी, मंत्र नहीं देंगे. Madhuri and Sirisa, Kumari Gopi, Radha Vilasini. Okay. Okay. वो आप लोगों ने जगह है रखा है ना? हाँ. पेपर लिया? पेपर लेके साइन ना, उसे ले दे. हाँ साइन. So, did everybody fill up the form there, right? Yes? Okay. And then those devotees, maybe we can have somebody fill up for them if they're running late. Maharaj wants to come at 5:15 and start on dot, so. Oh yeah, definitely. Where you want to sit down, Mata? आपको थोड़ा पीछे जाना पड़ेगा अभी. Sorry. But because of change, you can sit right here. And I'm going to get you a stool, okay? Something to put on the. हाँ? थोड़ा पास हो गया? थोड़ा धक्का दीजिए.
No, I would say like 3 row people make a third row.
Oh, I see.
Because people get the name initiate right here, right? You need some space.
So we can move these.
Hmm.
Next other row बना देंगे.
Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah. If you're having difficulty sitting down, you can stand up, but don't go too far from your spot. Especially if you are sitting in the front row. हाँ, देख दीजिए.
That's okay.
Yeah. Idam enough saves. Should we put a cone here?
That looks bad. It's fine. No one.
Matthew, बैठ के तो बात करो.
वो भी full and final. अभी नहीं ली.
You can take one and go there.
Yeah.
Maharaj would be speaking from here. If you sit facing that way, how will it work?
Yeah.
So is it fine?
No, how
No,
will it
no.
work? Because you're facing that side. Maharaj is going to
So you take one and then you can
find,
sit there.
find the
Okay,
place.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
You can.
Prabhu, enough जगह है.
You'll have to give some space. Yeah.
Yeah. What are these? These are. ये क्या है?
ये extra है. तो there are devotees who are running late. So
My name is Ashok Prabhuji.
did you fill out the form?
When
Form?
to fill
Yeah. No, you have time. You have time.
I have time.
Okay. Anybody is here getting the second initiation? No, right? Okay. Prem Niketan Prabhu? So if you have your mentors with you, they can help you also perform the Achman. So Prabhu is going to guide you. Yeah, you are there. Okay. So everybody is, if you are here getting initiation, so please come and sit down now. Maharaj wants us to, he says it's going to be here 5:15. He wants us to make sure everybody has kantimalas, new kantimalas, and make sure you have your Achmani done. Yeah. You have Achman cup? Okay. Om Abhivitra Pavitro Va Sarvagachan Gatoviva Yasmaret Pundarikaksho Tava Bhyantara Suchi Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Yeah. Everyone please clean your right hand, left hand, both with Achman. And then take a little water on your right hand and chant Om Kesavaya Namaha. And then drink. And then clean your hand again. Yeah. Yeah. And then the second one. Om Narayanaya Namaha. And you wash your hand again. Om Madhavaya Namaha. And then you wash your hand. Om Vishnuvaya Namaha. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then take a little water and then just purify yourself. Okay. So after this, the purpose of Achman is to be clean. So don't shake hands with anybody or touching your feet or ears like that. If you do, then do the Achman again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nishta, I've been coming here to this temple since you were a baby. And now it's so nice to see her getting the initiation. Yeah. How old are you? How old are you? 21. Good age to start. Prabhu, can you Can you come? Yeah, put mala for Sonia Mata. Sonia, Chopra. ये तो अगाडि बढ सोनिया चोपड़ा yeah माताजी प्रणीता माताजी and our little girl. Oh, Mataji can put it on. Give to Mata. Let's garland her. Yeah, put it on. Put it on. Yeah. Can you bring another mala? Says Mataji can put it on. Okay.
Can we stand up थोड़ा?
Oh, you can stand up.
अभी हम बैठ सकते हैं पीछे जो महाराज जी क्लास देंगे. Then during Yagya we can come here because I want to know.
As soon as you see Maharaj coming, you run back here. Okay?
अच्छा first is class and then.
Yeah, yeah. अभी कौन बाकी है हमारे और क्वेश्चन हाँ क्या रे वनिता यू रीड ओ माता किसको पढ़ा मैं हरे कृष्णा Yes, yes, Prabhu. Okay. So, Prabhu, let me call you back, okay? I'm just putting the mala or something. Okay, put on Mataji, no problem. Prabhu. One chair, okay? Yeah. इनके उधर डाल देते ना उनके माता जी लोग के साथ हाँ सेकंड वाले अंदर है अंदर वो सिखा रहे हैं अच्छा 10 मिनट या दे आर ऑलमोस्ट डन okay 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 oh everybody okay. Oh. So, Haribo, everybody fill out the form, right? And then please fill out the form, and then, I mean, you don't need to change your country mala because you're second. country mala जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन करना है तो आज कर सकते हैं, अच्छा दिन है, अगर है तो. And जिनको कराया जो नहीं आए उनको नहीं कराया।
गुरु महाराज बोले थे दोबारा आचमन करने, गुरु महाराज जाके बैठक करेंगे।
ओह अच्छा ठीक है,
मैं बोल देता हूँ,
बहुत अच्छा ठीक
बोला जब पहले घंटे ले लेंगे, मैं आऊँगा तो उसी टाइम घंटे ले लेंगे।
है, ओके।
ऐसा नहीं, खरीद दो भाई, पहन लो, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? हमारा ज़्यादा सेल होगा, पहन सकते हैं।
है तो पहनना चाहिए।
ये लोग कहाँ बैठेंगे? सेकंड इनिशिएट वाले जहाँ पे बैठा है। Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotee. Thank you, everyone, to come. Our ISKCON of Washington, D.C. Guru Maharaj will be here very shortly. Guru Maharaj gave some instructions for first initiated devotees. So for first initiated devotee, our Premasindhu Prabhu will call your name. You prepare your vows. First, you are coming, pay obeisances, not here. You are paying obeisances just over here. Then you are going to Srila Prabhupada, going to Gaur Nitai, Radha Madan Mohan, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, take a 1 rounds and coming on the queue. So Prabhuji will take the name as like a, might be a husband and wife are here, already someone is there. So your turn is going on. Then he will call another people. So that's why the pranam will be done. When you come to the Guru Maharaj is not going to ask you, tell 4 vows or how many rounds you chant. So you have to just say, Guru Maharaj, there is a 4 rules, regulations, principle, I will follow this, and this is my vow, that many mantras I will chant. If there is any questions asked by Guru Maharaj, give that answer. But other than that, what's the require? Guru Maharaj, without asking by Guru Maharaj, you just mention. So that's why everyone will done by own time. Okay? Further instructions, Premasindhu Prabhu will give, because Premasindhu Prabhu will be here. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Oshin Nakrani, there is anyone doesn't fill up the form over here? You have to fill it up the form and deposit there.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ah, very good. Thank you. Hare Krishna, welcome. My name is Ananda Vrindavan Eshwari Dasi, and I'm the temple president here at ISKCON of Washington, D.C., also known as New Hastinapur. And we are so honored and blessed to have you all here tonight. So thank you for being here. Hare Krishna. Please take a moment to thank the person next to you for making this journey to this beautiful program this evening. Take a moment to say, and the person behind you, and even if you came in the same car, like that. Thank you for being here. It is a great honor, a great joy, a great blessing, a great good fortune to have His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj here tonight in this beautiful temple. It is a great fortune that you are all taking your vows, your diksha, your commitment to go deep on the path, being led by such an empowered and inspired and dedicated disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So it's the whole evening is just bathed in this sunshine of auspiciousness. And we want you to lean in and be present. The path of bhakti is called Kevalananda Kanda, this path of joy. But it can also be a path of sometimes difficulty and challenge. So to be blessed with a wonderful teacher and to have the opportunity to become a student and a disciple is really considered one of the greatest fortunes of our life. So with that, I have a few practical announcements. We will, Guru Maharaj will speak next, and then we'll do the first initiations, and then we'll do the Yagya. And after that, we will do the Gayatri mantra. We have, those who are receiving the Gayatri mantra, we will gather and bring you to the location, which is just in the house next door, to receive your mantra. As happens at many of our events, there's always something that goes wrong. So this time it's the upstairs ladies' bathroom that is not functioning. So downstairs, the bathrooms are working really well. Sorry. And your phones, like I'm carrying a phone, and I know you all love to take photographs, but please be conscious and aware. Sometimes when you're lifting your phone, you're blocking the person behind you. So we really would love you to be present and less on your phone and more, just more here, eye to eye. We are online at the YouTube page of ISKCON of DC. So once we're up and running, you can let everybody know that. And then finally, we will serve a feast downstairs. And there is a saying, after the ecstasy, the laundry. So you are all invited to give some time to help serve out, to help clean up, even if everybody gives a half hour in the kitchen or in the serving area or up here. It just really helps us bring beautiful closure and honor and support each other in this community of devotees. And as we move towards going back home, back to Godhead together. So thank you again for being here. Hare Krishna.
Om Gyantimidandasya Gyananjana Chalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juthapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirbishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatharine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shiva Shavanavi Devi Dayathaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadya Sri Rupanuka Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatharine Rupanuga Virudapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambojayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Vadayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestvam Nirdesta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhoma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patithanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurateshe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Chayatam Surathao Pangor Mama Mandamater Gati Matsarvaswa Padam Bojao Radha Madana Mohanao Divyad Brindaranya Kalpadrumadha Sriman Ratnagada Singhasanastao Shishi Radha Shila Govinda Devao Prestalibi Sevyamano Smarani Sriman Rasarasarambi Bamsivata Tatastita Karshan Venu Swanayar Gopir Gopinata Shriyestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. On behalf of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Parampara, we now commence this ceremony of initiations. Srila Prabhupada established a tradition that at the beginning of these ceremonies, marriage, initiations of various sorts, we recite a particular verse which very much encapsulates the purpose of initiation and the purpose of the human life. Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhayabhyantara suchi. Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. The translation: whether one is pure or not pure, or even having passed through all various situations of life, one who remembers the beautiful lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes purified both internally and externally. The purpose of life is to be purified. Srila Prabhupada would often describe, from the very beginning of his preaching in the West, this analogy that when a drop of water falls from a cloud, it is pure and transparent. But when it comes in contact with the soil, it is clouded with mud and loses its transparency. Now we know that mud is never water and water is never mud, however much they're mixed. But they're mixed. And when we filter the water, we simply remove what isn't water, and the water is revived in its transparency. So similarly, Srila Prabhupada describes our consciousness is originally pure. Srila Prabhupada described that Krishna consciousness is not an artificial imposition on the mind. It is our natural consciousness, our very constitutional position. But in contact with material nature and the modes, so many things get mixed up. Cheto darapana marajanam bhavamahadavagni nivapana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives this simple analogy. When you look in a mirror, you expect to see yourself. But if the mirror is covered by dirt, pollution, then actually all you see is dirt and pollution. And according to how much that mirror is covered, there's not even a trace of yourself that you see. But it doesn't mean you've changed. It means the reflection has changed. And because when we're identifying so much with that mirror, we think we are that dirt. We are that debris. But when we cleanse the mirror of the heart, then we see as it is who we are. The deepest propensity within every living being, wherever there's life, is pleasure. Anandamayo Bhyashat. Because we are part and parcel of Krishna. And Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure. Our nature is to be happy. But what is that pleasure? Even in this human experience that we have, we could have so many things that could give some gratification to the mind and senses. But only to love and be loved gives satisfaction to the heart. And that tendency has its origin in the very nature of the soul. Mamaivam so jiva loke jiva buddha sanatana. The soul is a part of Krishna. Srila Jiva Goswami describes like a particle or sun ray. It has the same qualities as the sun planet in infinitesimal proportion. It gives light, it gives heat. Krishna is the supreme lover and the supreme object of love. The nature of the soul having its atato brahma jigyasa janmadyasya yataha, having its origin in Krishna. Our nature is to experience Krishna's infinite love for every living being and to reciprocate with our natural love for Krishna. And to love is to serve. That is the principle of bhakti. Srila Prabhupada, on behalf of all the great acharyas, when he translated bhakti, he didn't just translate it as devotion or love, but he emphasized devotional service. Because it's not just a concept, it's a practice forever. When we love, we serve. And that is the actual only happiness of the soul. And when we realize that natural tendency of the soul to serve Krishna with love. We understand how that pleasure, that love, that devotion is ever increasing for all of eternity. That is an inconceivable concept to the material intelligent. But Krishna is achintya. He is inconceivable. And he has achintya shakti, inconceivable potencies. And jiva shakti is also an inconceivable potency. Srila Prabhupada, our acharyas in the scriptures, they especially designate a primary material conditioned state of illusion when we are identifying with illusory designations. Sarvopadi vinirmuktan tatparat vina nirmalam. The beginning of ignorance is when the eternal soul, a part of Krishna, Satchidananda, is thinking, I am this body, I am this mind, and I am all the things that are connected and associated with the body and mind. And when we think in these terms, then we also see everyone like that. You are your body. She is her body. He is his body. They are their bodies. And that's the cause of the ignorance, the ahankar, the false ego. When the false ego is identifying with these misconceptions, that becomes the root of all misery. We become envious of others. Envy is a symptom of illusion. So much fighting, because people are so much under these illusions in Kali Yuga, therefore it is declared to be the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. In one beautiful lecture, Srila Prabhupada says, in Kali Yuga, even friends, anyone, by the influence of this age, by the influence of the ego, just the slightest, most insignificant situation could cause people to fight, to hate. I often tell the story that some years ago I was brought by a group of our ISKCON youth to the Kings Canyon forest in California, where the largest trees in the world are living. They're called sequoia trees. And one such, the largest tree, they named these trees after generals in the Civil War of America. You know, in India, they name things after saints and avatars. But here, you know, things are named after people who fight. So the largest tree in the world is General Sherman. He fought in the Civil War. And close to him is a smaller tree. It's really big, but it's smaller. And it's the General Robert E. Lee tree, because he lost the war, so he gets a smaller tree. But anyways, this tree is really big. And it's over 2,000 years old. So I asked our children, if this tree could speak to us, to humanity, what would the tree say? This tree has been here before the birth of Jesus Christ. This tree has been standing right here, just watching, listening, feeling, before any white-colored person ever came to this continent. Was here watching the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, and everything else that's happened. What would be the message? And one young girl, I think she was 12 years old, she started to cry. She became so emotional. It's like the tree was speaking through her. And she cried out, "The tree is telling me to say that you human beings are so foolish. I've been here over 2,000 years. You may live 80 or 90 years. Your life is so insignificant, it is so short, it is so vulnerable, and yet you waste your time and you waste your whole life just seeking fleeting pleasures, fleeting power and influence, and you're always fighting each other over these things. Why don't you wake up and understand you're going to die real soon and use your life for its real purpose?" But how many people in this world have that wisdom? Lust, anger, envy, arrogance, greed, illusion. These are all symptoms of the false ego, ahankar. And Srila Prabhupada emphasizes the nature of the soul is to serve. If we're not serving God, then we are serving the ego and all of these vices. And every time we do, through our words, through our actions, we become more and more entangled in the complexities of material existence. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he instructed Rupa Goswami at Prayagraj. This year at Kumbh Mela at Prayagraj, there was, how many people came? I think 600 million people came. It was a lot. Over a 6-week period. But while we were there, we went to the very place where Lord Chaitanya instructed Srila Rupa Goswami. It's the Dasasvamedha Ghat. Beautiful place. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's footprints are there, installed by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Lord Chaitanya began his teachings by describing that the eternal soul, forgetful of its real nature, seeking pleasure, seeking happiness, seeking release from suffering, has been wandering through 8,400,000 species of life, through various universes and planets. Sometimes as fish or plants or trees, sometimes as insects or birds. Sometimes as various forms of reptiles or animals. And it's actually very rare when you see in terms of life is, the soul is wherever life is. The human life is very rare. We may be thinking there's a great population explosion of human beings in this planet, but if you compare us to the other species, we are a very small minority. Bacteria, they're people. It's very rare to get human life. And the rarest thing is the association of a devotee. Durlabha manava janma lobhya samsare. And when one is very fortunate, one comes in contact with a spiritual master or guru. And why is it so fortunate? Because the great souls, they plant the seed of bhakti within the heart. Bhakti lata bija. And teach us how to protect that bhakti lata bija and how to nourish it and help it grow. Bhakti lata bija is the seed and the creeper of loving devotional service. And in this age of Kali, the most powerful and simple way of watering this seed is Sravanam Kirtanam. Hearing the teachings of Krishna. Hearing the message of Krishna, the qualities of Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna, and his various avatars. And chanting the holy names of the Lord. Kalerdosa nidera janasti heka mahan guna. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya mukta sangha param brajed. Sukadev Goswami tells in Srimad Bhagavatam, this age of Kali is filled with faults. In fact, it describes it is an ocean of faults. But there's one benediction. That anyone who sincerely chants the holy names of Krishna will achieve the perfection of liberation. In the Satya Yuga, one would have to practice intense meditation and total absorption of samadhi for tens and thousands of years to get this perfection of liberation. In Treta Yuga, by performing absolutely precise yagyas or sacrifices. And actually, if anybody was deeply sincere and absorbed their entire hearts and minds, everyone was qualified to do it. In Dwapar Yuga, by worshiping the Lord impeccably, the form of the Lord. But in Kali Yuga, it is practically impossible to do any of those. Thus the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Shastras declare, in this age, anyone who sincerely and earnestly chants Krishna's holy names attains that supreme perfection of liberation. And what is the perfection? Not mukti alone. The highest level of mukti is prema bhakti, ecstatic love for Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continues his description by watering the seed of devotion, by hearing the glories of the Lord and chanting the holy names of the Lord, and associating with those who inspire our faith and enthusiasm to hear and chant the glories of the Lord. By practicing these 9 processes of bhakti, Shravana Kirtana Smarana Bandhana Pada Sevana Dasyare Pujana Sakijana Atma Nivedana. By rendering devotional service, the creeper of bhakti grows. But as it's growing, the bhakta, the devotee, must assume the responsibility of a good gardener. We must protect that seed, because there will be many weeds. The weeds of desire for pratishta, recognition, fame, popularity. The weeds of desires to control, to enjoy material senses and mind. Because those weeds, for one who does not have proper association and sadhana and sincerity, the weed will be disguised to look just like the devotional creeper. And this is the condition that many devotees have to deal with. They're thinking they're pleasing Krishna. They're thinking they're making spiritual advancement, but they're watering the weeds. And the weeds strangle the original Bhakti Lata Bij. So we must be very careful. That is why Srila Prabhupada described, to whatever level of our capacity, we should study his books, we should read his books, and be in the association of sincere devotees to discuss these matters, because if we don't, Maya will present the weeds to be our bhakti. One of the great weeds is gossip. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes these weeds are extremely dangerous. But then there's a mad elephant. And if you have a little garden and a mad elephant comes trampling through, have any of you seen a mad elephant? I was once at one of our farm communities in South India. And just a couple months before I came, a mad elephant came. And this neighbor had acres of beautiful fields where so many wonderful crops were growing. He put all of his energy, all of his wealth, everything into these fields. That was his living. And this male elephant, a single one, came. And every day, he would just eat the crops, and eat, and eat. And Srila Prabhupada exclaims, an elephant can eat 100 kilos in a day. And then after he ate like 100 kilos, he would lay down, maybe on his left side. And he'd get up and he'd lay down again. And when an elephant lays down, he completely destroys the crops. And he did this for several days, and his entire livelihood was destroyed. Everything, by one elephant. And it's a federal offense in India to kill an elephant. And then his son, I think he was about 8 years old, he was walking by one day and he saw the elephant, and the elephant got really, elephants get mad sometimes, and he chased after the son. And he trampled him and stabbed him to death with his tusk. So he was really a mad elephant. So when Lord Chaitanya talks about mad elephant, and mad elephant is when you make aparads or offenses to Vaishnavas. He compares that to mad elephant. Now we may be thinking mad elephant, it's just a concept. But when I heard about what mad elephants do, they're devastating. And one day, 2 of our brahmacharis just happened to be walking by because the neighbor's property was there, and the mad elephant saw them and started roaring and galloping toward them to kill them. They were running as fast as they can, but elephants are really fast when they gallop. So he was catching up closer and closer, and he was roaring right behind our 2 brahmacharis. Is this exciting so far? It's a true story. Happened a few years ago. And they understood we're dead. He's either going to trample us or stab us. And they were chanting really loudly. And how did the chanting save them? One of the brahmacharis remembered something from 30 years before, when he was a child growing up in a village in India. Once a sadhu came to the village and said, if you're ever being attacked by a mad elephant, run down a hill. Because you can't outrun an elephant. But because elephants are so heavy, if you run downhill, they have to go really slow because they're just too big. And they were running alongside a hill. So he told his friend, just follow me. And the other brahmachari said, what do you mean? We're about to be killed. And he just jumped off the hill. And started rolling down the hill, and the other one started rolling down the hill, and the elephant was coming down the hill, but he had to stop because he was just too much weight. So somehow or other, just a little something he heard 30 years before, and he never thought about it since. But because he was praying to Krishna for shelter, he remembered that, and they were saved. But another lesson is this. Trinadapi sunichena, tarodi bhasahishnana, amanina manadena kirtaniya sadhari. When you're against the very, very powerful force of Maya, and you're trying to be a great hero and puffed up, you're going to be crushed. But when you take a humble position, when you take a lowly position, more humble than a blade of grass, then Krishna saves you when you chant his holy names. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was teaching the devotees how to chant, actually there's a story in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. When he came to Navadvip and began the Sankirtan movement, it was just he and Srivas Thakur, Gadadhar Pandit, Advaitacharya, Haridas Thakur, and these devotees singing and chanting with him. And they were having Sankirtan all day. And Lord Chaitanya said, now we should start chanting all night. Why should we waste this precious time? Time is so precious. From this day on, we will chant all day and all night. And all the devotees were very happy because they had so much faith in him. And then he instructed them how to do it. Trinadapi sunichena tarori basiheshnana. Amanina manadena kirtaniya sadari. If we want to chant constantly, we must follow this principle. To feel oneself more humble than blade of grass, more tolerant than tree, very eager to offer respects to others and not demand respect for oneself. Then one could chant constantly. Why? Because when Krishna is pleased with our character and our sincere efforts, Krishna reveals himself. It's not that just humility can save us. But when it is done in a service attitude to please Krishna, Krishna saves us. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Sri Rupa Goswami, if we're following these principles very carefully of protecting the seed by our character and our behavior and how we interact with others, and we're sincerely chanting Krishna's holy names and hearing his glories and being with devotees, then the seed of bhakti grows, and it grows. It grows beyond the limits of material universe, beyond the very cosmic creation, and enters into the Brahma Jyoti, crosses the Viraja river, and then it keeps growing. The Brahma Jyoti is when we're liberated. But a devotee doesn't want his bhakti to stop there. It grows to Vaikuntha. And for those in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, by Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda's mercy and the acharyas who have realized that mercy, it grows to Goloka Vrindavan and produces the fruit of Krishna Prema. And that fruit is offered at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And then with Krishna's grace and Sri Radharani's grace, we taste that fruit, the nectar of ecstatic love of God. That is the only true goal of life. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes, while we're in Goloka Vrindavan, in this analogy, and we're tasting the fruit of love of God, we're still here in this world, in these bodies, sincerely doing our service. It is an internal experience. Ata pumbir dvijastadeshtash varnashrama vibhagasha shvanushtatasya dharmasya samsadir haritoshanam. whatever our occupation, whatever our status in society, whatever designations our bodies may be in, the goal of our life is simply to please Krishna. That is samsiddhir. That is the complete perfection of life if Krishna is pleased. Last night we were discussing the idea of auspiciousness. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu describes that if Krishna is pleased by how we are serving him and how we are remembering him and how we are chanting his holy names, then everything is supremely auspicious. Whatever the stars are lined up to tell us, whatever lines are in our palms, whatever situation is going on, when we're remembering Krishna with love and devotion, that is real auspiciousness. And from a spiritual perspective, if we don't have that love and devotion to serve and please Krishna, nothing is auspicious. Maybe materially it is, but spiritually there's no auspicious at all to it. Srimad Bhagavatam tells that the supreme most of all auspicious activities is the congregational chanting of the holy names of Vishnu. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Man mana bhavamad bhakto madhyashim namaskuru mame vaishashi shapyante pratijani priyoshime. Always think of me. Become my devotee. Worship me and offer your homage to me. In this way you will come to me without fail. I promise you this, because you are my dear friend. The absolute truth is telling a promise. And actually everything that our beloved founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada has given us is to help us to always think of Krishna, to become Krishna's devotee, to please Krishna through our worship, to humble ourselves before God and the devotees. And Krishna promises He will lift us up from this material existence and we will come to Him. So today, each of you is taking initiation, which is a reciprocal offering of our gratitude. Krishna has made a promise, you do these things, and you will come to me. Doesn't matter what you've done in the past, doesn't matter what status of life you're in, if you do these things, you will come to me. So now you are promising Krishna, I'm going to do these things. I'm going to strive to always remember you and be your devotee and please you. It is such a wonderful benediction. Initiation is to commit ourselves to earnestly, honestly, and sincerely follow this path. And in doing so, in this formal way, there's a formal connection to the flow of grace of our parampara. The grace of Sri Sri Radha Krishna and Goloka, which has come down to this universe from the original spiritual master Balaram to Lord Brahma, and Narada Muni, Vyasadeva, Madhvacharya, later on Madhavendra Puri, Ishvara Puri. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself took this initiation that you're taking. The same spirit. He's the supreme original guru. But yet out of his supreme mercy, he's teaching us by his example. And actually, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Gaya and accepted initiation from Srila Ishvara Puripad. And up until then, he never openly revealed his ecstatic love for Krishna. The love of Radha was in his heart, but until he took this connection, he never manifested that. And immediately after initiation, for the rest of his life, he was simply crying in love for Krishna and distributing love for Krishna through Sankirtan. And from Lord Chaitanya Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, and then the 6 Goswamis, Narottam Das Thakur, Srinivasacharya. And later on, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Baladev Vidyabhushan. And later on, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And then for the first time in the history of our Sampradaya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he brought this message around the whole world. And personally, he's personally giving it to each of us. And he has instructed his servants and the servants of his servants to assist. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he said, I have so many of these fruits of love of God, and I'm like a fruit seller. How many fruits can I distribute with my 2 hands? I appeal to all my devotees to assist me in distributing these fruits of ecstatic love for Krishna. How dear Srila Prabhupada, the risks, the trials, the tribulations, the dangers, the determination, the faith, the patience, he would stay up all night long while we were sleeping to translate these Vedic literatures. And he published and distributed more Vedic literatures by thousands of times than ever before in history. How pleased Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu are. And we have received it. So in a certain way, this initiation, when we're making our promises, we're actually expressing the deepest gratitude that we can connect through our hearts. The deepest gratitude. Yes, through Guru Parampara, this is my highest priority. And whatever comes in life, I will adjust according to what will please Krishna. Oma pavitro pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhayabhyantarasachi. Pure or impure, or even having passed through all situations. This is not only a warning, it's a fact. As Her Grace Nanda Vrindavan Ishwari Devi has spoken at the beginning of this ceremony, you will be tested. You will be put through many situations. Nowhere in Vaishnavism do we find that your material life becomes better when you take initiation. It might and it might not. Whether there's honor or dishonor, happiness or distress, success or failure, victory or defeat, health or disease, birth or death. These dualities are always changing in this world. Padam padam yat vipadam natesham. There's danger at every step in this world. Does that mean when we're a devotee it's not like that? It's still like that. The difference is we have the shelter of Krishna. Whether the dangers come this way or that way or they don't come at all, we have the shelter of Krishna because we're seeking the shelter of Krishna. Sometimes you'll be you'll feel yourself really saintly. And just see how strict I am chanting the holy names. And just see how I'm tasting the holy names. But sometimes you're going to feel, I just want to go to sleep. Or I'd want to do something. It's not that you're more advanced necessarily when you're tasting it or not tasting it. The advancement comes when you do it anyway, with sincerity. Impediments come. But a devotee, and this is where association is so important. When we have good association, it protects and sometimes restores our faith in the practice of bhakti, wherein we grow through the good times and we grow through the hard times. And that is why devotional community is so important. A devotee community is not just about economic development and all that kind of stuff. It's about helping one another to remain faithful to the path of bhakti through all situations of life. Devotee or not devotee, we're going to die. Devotee or not devotee, everyone we love is going to die. Devotee or not devotee, everything we have is going to be taken away from us. So what's the difference? A devotee realizes by Krishna's grace our eternal soul and our eternal relationship with Krishna and our eternal relationship with each other as Vaishnavas. And that can never be taken away. And it never dies. Daivihesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. This material nature is very difficult to overcome. But one who takes shelter of the Lord can easily cross beyond it by Krishna's grace. A few days ago, we were at Gita Nagari, and we were remembering an instruction that Srila Prabhupada directly and personally gave to His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, and how seriously he took this instruction as his life and soul. Ragadveshiva muktaishtu vishayanandriyaishcharan atma vashaya vidhe atma prasadam adhikachati. One who controls the senses and learns to overcome attraction and aversion by following the regulative principles of freedom. That person receives the mercy of the Lord. It's not by our following or our strictness that we can overcome material nature. It's only by the mercy of the Lord. But to receive that mercy, Krishna just wants to see that we're sincere. And that means a life of tapasya. We could be family with children, grandchildren, or we can be brahmacharis or sannyasis. That's a technicality, actually. We must follow the principles of those technicalities. But Krishna gives His full mercy when we are sincere to please Him and serve Him. And today you will be making promise to follow these 4 regulative principles. To chant at least 16 rounds every day. This is such a blessing. This is such a supreme benediction. A path by which we can become purified without displeasing Krishna by putting more impurities upon us. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Sanatana Goswami, Jivera Swarupoy Krishna Nityadas, that the nature of the soul is to be a servant of Krishna. That is the eternal constitutional nature of the jiva, the jaiva dharma, to please Krishna and serve Krishna. But Lord Chaitanya is Krishna. And He taught us something even beyond that. What does it mean to be a servant of Krishna? To please Krishna? Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayora Dasa 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 Anudas. To be a servant of a servant of a servant of Krishna, the Lord of the Gopis. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna with the supreme Mahabhav, the love and the compassion of Sri Radha in His hearts, who's to come to give us this gift. And today, through Guru Parampara, each of you is actually celebrating your good fortune. By making a commitment the best you can with who you are, you're going to make this pleasing Krishna by following this path and the vows you take as the priority of your life. And I'm so grateful to each of you. You are all so special, so sincere, so rare. And I'm just so honored on behalf of Srila Prabhupada to serve you. I can feel how Srila Prabhupada is bestowing so much love and mercy upon you, and I just want to serve you. And today we have very good fortune. One of Srila Prabhupada's senior, most inner circle loving associates is with us. Her Grace Malati Devi Prabhu. I request Malati Devi Prabhu to speak.
Om Gyantarandasya Sananasakaya Satyavamitam Randatanme Sri Save Namaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Maharaj. I thank you very much.
Thank you.
In a letter to Yogeshwara Prabhu in 1971, Srila Prabhupada explained that our process to show Krishna consciousness as it is, our process is to show Krishna consciousness as it is, not as others would want to see it. And by showing Krishna consciousness in this way, you would be making things less important. So it's not that we should change to accommodate the public, that we should change the public to accommodate us. Our Krishna consciousness movement is one of teaching and preaching combined. On the day I was initiated, in 1967, January, having seen Prabhupada just 2 days previously, he came from New York to San Francisco. After the ceremony, there was 4 of us getting initiated. He said, "Now I want you to go out and preach." And I was a little taken aback, so I raised my hand and I said, "How do you do this?" And he looked and he said, "You simply listen to what I am telling you, and then you repeat. Don't add or subtract." So, His Grace, His Holiness Radha Swami has given you a very condensed, compacted version of Krishna consciousness this afternoon. And as much as you can imbibe, you take that, what He has given to you, and you give it to others. This is the Krishna consciousness movement. Prabhupada said, if we simply present Krishna consciousness in a serious and attractive way, without the need to resort to fashionable slogan structures, that is sufficient. Our unique asset is our purity. No one anywhere can match it. That will be noticed eventually and appreciated as long as we do not diminish or neglect the highest standard of purity in performing our routine work. Not that we are required to display or announce ourselves in any clever way to gain attention. We only said our pure standard is enough. Let us stand on that basis. Again, this was a letter from 71 to Yogeshwara. In the introduction to Member Devotion, Srila Prabhupada stated that initiation is the real beginning of your spiritual life. It establishes the connection between the devotee and the bona fide spiritual master, who is Krishna's representation. But this connection with the spiritual master is called initiation. From the date of initiation, the day of initiation by the spiritual master, the connection between Krishna and a person cultivating Krishna consciousness is established. Without an initiation by a bona fide spiritual master, the actual connection with Krishna consciousness is never performed. So this is not just an afternoon in the temple, a little ceremony with a little fire, some mantras, and suddenly you have a new name. Your connection with the Guru Parampara is being established. And such a connection should not be taken lightly. It should not be taken cheaply. The risk is there for aparad, offenses, by minimizing the instructions of the spiritual master. Whoever your individual guru may be in ISKCON, there is only one acharya who we follow, and that is Srila Prabhupada. And the success of your guru is there because he follows the instructions and examples of Srila Prabhupada. And this will simply be the key to your own success. Srila Prabhupada remained firmly connected, thoroughly loyal to his guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he always gave all reverence, all deference to him whenever he was praised. If somebody said to Prabhupada, "Oh, you have done this, you have done that," he would divert his eyes and look down and say, "Whatever is done is by his mercy only." He said of himself that he never deviated from his instructions. So I pray that all of you who are seated here will become firmly rooted in your service to Guru, in this case, Radha Swami. Rooted in your service to Guru and Krishna by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, our Acharya. And I'm sincerely grateful and overwhelmingly happy to be here with all of you today, particularly my friends from Swami. That's a great achievement, and I know some of you have been waiting beyond the number of fingers you have on your hands for years for this occasion. Hare Krishna.
How late are the deities open? Is the doors?
5 more minutes, then they're closed for evening dressing.
5
And
minutes.
they're open 7:30, 7:40.
Usually they take their vows before the deities.
Shall I keep them open?
Is it possible? If it's possible, I would be. Hare Krishna. So after the initiations, I would like to request any of Srila Prabhupada's disciples, if you could speak some blessings to the initiates. We'd be very grateful. We'll do this after because we have to do the initiations while the deities' darshan is open. We can begin. Yes, yes.
Darshan will open until 8:30. Darshan will open until 8:30.
Open now it is?
Yeah, until 8:30. It will not close.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
Hare Krishna, so we need to make a bit of a walkway here for the initiates. So those of you who are sitting here, if you can either move back or move over here. So because the initiates will need to walk up, so this aisleway. And if you are sitting behind initiates back there, you need to be back a little bit more. They need to have a good walkway. Can you move back a little bit, please? Thank you. We're going to have to ask you to make room so they can just walk up here. There's place up there, but yeah, you can just go back. Thank you. Because we'll need to let the devotees walk behind you. We need a row. Okay? Thanks. Okay.
One question. Do you want initiates to offer obeisances to the deities also?
It should be, one should come up. They do that after. First they come to me, then they go to the next person. They should call one person and say the next person should come.
So, coming
First come here,
first coming
then Prabhupada, then the deity.
from here, they can go to Sri
Yes. They just come like this. You can.
Hare Krishna. So we will be calling out the names of the initiates one by one. So each time we will call two initiate names at a time. So when your name is called, please walk around and come in front of Guru Maharaj, offer your obeisances. And then Guru Maharaj will give you your deeds and initiate a name. After you receive that, you offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and then to the deities and go back to your assigned space. Okay? And then first call initiative is going back. The second call initiative should be ready. Okay? So please know that you should, once you take dates and names, you offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, deities, and please go back to your assigned space. Okay? So let's start with the let's start with the first initiative. Revati Ramamurthy. Sima Langwani, please be ready.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very grateful to offer you the name Revati Priti Devi Dasi.
Revati Priti Devi Dasi ki Srimad Mahalakshmi Vishnu Mata is very.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mataji. On Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara's behalf, I'm very happy to offer you the name Sita Ballabhi Devi Dasi.
Sita Vallabhi Devi Dasi ki Mahalakshmi Puja Muli.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Sampradaya, I'm honored to offer you the name Maharasa Devi Dasi.
Maharasa Devi Dasi ki Puja Muli. Rishikesh Muli is very.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, I accept my humble obeisances. After Sri Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, I vow to chant 16 rounds of mantra attentively, in which I practice every day. I also vow to follow the four regulative principles, namely no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I also want to vow faith to serve in the mission of Sri Prabhupada in the mood of good servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, very honored to give you the name Priya Gopi Devi Dasi.
Priya Gopi Devi Dasi ki Rishikesh Muli. Next is Narendra Mohan.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very happy to offer the name Rasaraj Gopal Das.
Rasaraj Gopal Das ki Narendra Mohan. Next is Rukmini Taram Madan.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. I vow to chant 60 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day in the rest of my life. I will follow the 4 principles, regulative principles: no gambling, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex. And I will wish to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission with a service mood of servant of a servant of a servant. Please seek your blessings.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Sampradaya, I'm very grateful to give you the name Nanda Vinod Das.
Nanda Vinod Das ki Rukmini Taram Madan. Next is Gauranga Sadhguru.
I want to chant 60 lines of Yoga daily and Tulsi days for the rest of my life. I want to follow the regulative principles: no meat, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. I want to follow Srila Prabhupada's mission in the sound of serving the servants. Thank you for accepting my
Hare Krishna. Very grateful to you. On Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara's behalf, we offer you the name Radha Jivani Devidasi.
Radha Jivani Devi Dasi ki Gauranga Sadhguru. Next is Shilpa Sadhguru.
I vow to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I vow to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada for your pleasure in a humble mood and to serve as the servant of the Lord. Please accept.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we're very honored to give you the name Gaura Sundar Charan Das.
Gaura Sundar Charan Das ki Shilpa Sadhguru. Next is Vamshi Krishna Mohan.
I want to chant at least 16 rounds Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles: no eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. I vow to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada in a humble mode, the servant of the servant of God. Please accept.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very grateful to give you the name Sundari Radhika Devi Dasi.
Sundari Radhika Devi Dasi ki Vamshi Krishna. Sirisha Paspunnari, please be ready.
Hare Krishna.
I vow to chant 16 rounds on this page to my entire life. I also vow to chant on the 4 regulative principles, no mutating, including fish and eggs, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. And also I vow to chant to anyone who Srila Prabhupada's moment in the mood of servant. Please, please.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, very grateful to offer the name Bamsidhar Gopal Das.
Vamshidhar Gopal Das ki Sirisha Paspunnari. Next is Ramya Rajendra.
Please say Jai more enthusiastically. Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very happy to offer you the name Sri Devi Devi Dasi.
Sri Devi Devi Dasi ki Ramya Rajendra. Srinivas Karavadi, please wait.
Hare Krishna.
I want to chant 16 rounds, minimum 16 rounds daily for the rest of my life. I want to follow the 4 regulative principles, no drinking, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit. I want to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission within the mood of 7 episodes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very honored to offer you the name Ramaniya Gopi Devi Dasi.
Ramaniya Gopi Devi Dasi ki Srinivas Karavadi. Next is Vijitha Kodas. Please accept my humble blessings and donations to the Prabhupada. I want to chant 16 rounds every day for the rest of my life. I want to follow 4 regulative principles, namely that no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit, no intoxication. I want to serve Srila Prabhupada mission in the mode of service of the 7 traditions. Thank you for accepting this support.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Sampradaya, very happy to offer you the name Srinivas Prasad Das.
Srinivas Prasad Das ki. Vijita Godas, Madhuri Kedine is very.
I want to chant 16 rounds every day and receive it for the rest of my life. I want to follow 4 regulated principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit. And I also want to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mode of the servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you so much, Maharaj. I'm so grateful for accepting my service. Hare Krishna.
I am so grateful to you. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Paramara, we offer you the name Vimala Gopi Devidasi.
Vimala Gopi Devi Dasi ki. Madhuri Kedine. Ashok Alupa is with.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept me on the basis of salvation to the Krishna. I want to chant minimum 16 rounds every day on my leaves for the rest of my life. I want to chant, I want to follow 4 regulated principles: no meat eating, no illicit, no intoxication, and no gambling. I want to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in a humble mode of servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you very much for accepting me as your disciple. Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Sampradaya, we happy to offer you the name Madhuri Rasa Devidasi.
Madhuri Rasa Devi Dasi ki. Ashok Alupa. So next is Swapna.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for giving me this shelter. On this day I vow you that I am going to chant 16 rounds and vow you that I am going to follow the 4 regulated principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. Thank you very much for giving me this shelter.
Thank you, Prabhu. To always remain servant of the servant in Srila Prabhupada.
I follow the Prabhupada's mission to be servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we offer you the name Ashraya Gauranga Das.
Ashraya Gaurang Das ki. Swapna. Nishtare, please read.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances or approach to Srila Prabhupada. On this day, I vow to chant minimum 16 rounds on Tulsi beads every day for the rest of my life. I vow to follow the 4 regulated principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. I vow to read Srila Prabhupada books every day and assist in Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mood of humble servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. I'm very grateful for accepting me as your servant. Thank you.
We are all very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, we offer you the name Shama Dulari Devidasi.
सुंदरी देवी दासी की निष्ठा रे हिंदू लालवानी
Hare Krishna.
I'm eternally grateful that you've accepted me as your disciple and that I have continued shelter at your lotus feet. On this day, I vow to chant 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day on my japa beads. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles of no meat eating, no intoxications, no gambling, no illicit sex. I vow to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in the humble mood, servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you. Are your parents here? Whenever a child is getting initiated and parents are here, parents should also come, please. That will be for all, wherever parents. Thank you. No. Would you like to say something?
Thank you, Maharaj, for giving initiation to her. She is very interested. She has been aspiring for taking this initiation from me for a long time. And I bless her for that. And I admire her interest and consistency. And I'm sure she will be following everything that she's promising you. Thank you.
Please take dust from his lotus feet. Very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, we offer you the name Nayana Sundari Devi Dasi.
नयना सुंदरी देवी दासी की हिंदू लालवाणी सत्यनारायण राव ముందు పోయిన తీసుకురండి
Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, I take the vow of chanting at least 16 rounds minimum on these every day for the rest of my life. I take the vow for following the 4 regulative principles of no eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication. I take the vow to serve in the mood of Srila Prabhupada's mission as the servant of the servant of the servant. I'm grateful to you to accept as your disciple. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very honored to give you the name Induleka Saki Devi Dasi.
इंदुलेखा सखी देवी दासी की सत्यनारायण मुरली राम ముందు పోయిన తీసుకురండి
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and to you, Guru Maharaj. On this day, I will be chanting 16 rounds every day. And I also
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Parampara, we offer you the name Srivas Acharya Das.
Srivas Acharya Das ki Murli Ram Dubaina, Sonia Chopra, please be.
Hare Krishna.
I also take a vow to follow all negative principles of no eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit. Also, assisting the mission of the Srila Prabhupada in the mood of servant. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, we're honored to give you the name Malini Priya Devi Dasi.
Malini Priya Devi Dasi ki Sonia Chopra, Pranita Amolkar, please be.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I want to chant minimum of 16 rounds every day. I want to follow the 4 regulating principles. No illicit sex, no meat, no gambling, no intoxication. I want to serve Srila Prabhupada's movement to please you in the mood of the servant, of the servant, of the servant, of the servant. And I seek Radharani's mercy and my husband's blessings, so I can hold this new fresh of God and run free. Thank you for accepting.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We are all very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very grateful to offer you the name Supriya Radha Devi Dasi.
Supriya Radha Devi Dasi ki Pranita Amolkar, Rosemary Walsh, please be.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I vow to chant minimum of 16 rounds every day in my Japa weeks. I vow to follow 4 regulated principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. I vow to sincerely serve in Prabhupada's mission with utmost humility as the servant of the servant. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for accepting me in the Guru Parampara. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada, we offer you the name Prema Nandini Devi Dasi.
Prema Nandini Devi Dasi ki Rosemary Walsh. Next to Kshitija Jambulkar.
Hare Krishna.
Today
regular principles, no eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and I will follow Srila Prabhupada's mission and servant to serve the servants.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Raga Manjari Devi Dasi.
Raga Manjari Devi Dasi ki Kshitija Jambulkar, Jayant Tati Reddy, please be ready.
Hare
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I take the vow to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra for my entire lifetime. I also take the vow to follow 4 regulative principles, which is no eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I vow to always serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in the humble mode of servant of servant of servant. Thank you, Maharaj, for accepting me as your disciple.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very grateful to give you the name Kamala Saki Devi Dasi.
Kamala Saki Devi Dasi ki Jayant Tati Reddy, Ramachandra Chawla, please be ready.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. On this day, I vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds daily. I also vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, namely no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. I vow to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is your parents here? Whenever parents should also come. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you very much for accepting me as your disciple. We're very honored to be here amongst all the devotees. We're also very proud of him that he's able to get initiation at an early age than us. We're very grateful for you to doing this. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, thank you so much for being in our lives. Your association is like, we cannot express in our words how much we are getting benefited. It makes all the difference. After all, these are your children, Maharaj. Only by your mercy, your blessings and prayers, we have come all the way here. Just like a tortoise, by the plants the children are nurtured. Only by your prayers they are here. Continue to shower your prayers, Maharaj.
Please. Very good blessing again. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Gaudiya Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Jayananda Krishna Das.
Jayananda Krishna Das ki Ramachandra Chawla, Ashwin Nakrani experience.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, to accept my humble obeisances. Today I vow to chant 16 rounds every day of my mantra. I vow to follow the 4 regular principles of no meditating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no such tricks. And I vow to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada as serving his servants.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, extremely grateful to you for accepting him and remembering when he was born, you kindly gave him the name Ramchandra, and you are again accepting him on this day of initiation. It's very, very fortunate, and we are extremely grateful, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Gaudiya Guru Parampara, very honored to offer you the name Ramachandra Kaviraj Das.
Ramachandra Kaviraj Das ki Ashwin Nakrani, Vivek Sharma, please wait.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept our obeisances. All glories to you, Vishnu Gopal. Today I vow to chant the minimum of 60 rounds with the Hare Krishna mantra every day and to follow the 4 regular principles of no eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I also take a vow to serve Sri Gopal's mission in a humble mood of a servant of a servant of a servant. Thank you for giving me shelter and accepting me as your disciple.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very honored to offer you the name Ananta Kirtan Das.
Ananta Kirtan Das ki Vivek Sharma, Tanya Sharma, please wait.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, all glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I vow to chant 16 rounds daily. I vow to follow the 4 regulating principles of no meat eating, no alcoholic intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, and to follow the call of Srila Prabhupada
Thank you, Prabhu. Very grateful to you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Gaudiya Parampara, I'm very honored to offer you the name Brajanath Govinda Das.
Brajanath Govinda Das ki Jai. Tanya Shankar.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, all the Sri Prabhupada, greetings of my Lord Excellencies. I vow to chant 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily for the rest of my life. I vow to follow the four elevated principles of no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And I vow to follow the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the humble mode of the servant of the servant of the servant. And thank you so much, Prabhuji. I'm so grateful for accepting me as your disciple. I'm grateful for your tireless service and contribution. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very happy to offer you the name Tulsi Vilasini Devi Dasi.
Tulsi Vilasini Devi Dasi ki Jai.
Second initiates, you just call each name and they stand up and everyone's...
Okay, we also have a list of second initiates. So we will call your names. When we call your name, kindly stand up so that we can all chant Haribol for you. Ananga Sundari Devi Dasi. Namarasa Devi Dasi. Sanatan Nitai Das. Saki Gaurangi Devi Das. Srinivas Anand Das. Madhavi Manjari Devi Das. Radha Leela Devi Das. Rasa Chandrika Devi Das. Swamini Gopi Devi Das. Vrunda Kumari Devi Das. Vamshi Vadan Das. Radha Vilasini Devi Das. Kumari Gopi Devi Das. Madhuri Rasa Devi Das. And Sri Devi Das. Thank you very much.
If we request any of Srila Prabhupada disciples, if you would like to speak some words, and also any of the temple presidents who have recommended these devotees, please come forward and speak some words.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you.
So my main takeaway of this, my name is Prabhupada, and I was initiated by Srila Prabhupada on July 5th, 1976, back in the old temple. So Srila Prabhupada, after all these years, finally made it to Washington, D.C. And one of the takeaways I have from this is that Prabhupada was always so grateful to his disciples that they were helping him serve his spiritual master. And today I see all of you are helping your spiritual master serve his spiritual master. So I'm sure, I know Maharaj is pleased, but Srila Prabhupada is pleased too. The other takeaway from this is that when Prabhupada was here, it was America's bicentennial, it was our 200th anniversary. And Srila Prabhupada had seen in the local newspaper that there was going to be the biggest 4th of July fireworks in American history. And they were expecting 1 million people to come out and view it. So Srila Prabhupada told us that he wanted to go and see the fireworks. So what we did is we took Srila Prabhupada all around Washington to every place where we distributed his books. And at one point the traffic was so heavy that it was bumper to bumper. And Prabhupada said, start a kirtan. So I opened the doors to the vans, and we had our McDonald's and cartels, and as we were driving through Washington, we're chanting Hare Krishna. And there was one couple in particular. They were holding up beer cans and dancing to Srila Prabhupada's car, and at least 5 other times he kept saying how wonderful it was to see those American boys and girls dancing to our kirtan. So I'm inviting everyone here, because it's, again, Friday's 4th of July. We do an annual big 4th of July fireworks kirtan at the National Mall, and I know Srila Prabhupada would be very pleased because he personally did that. We sat at the Lincoln Memorial, and as the fireworks were going on, we were doing kirtan, and Prabhupada looked up and he said, is that it? Is that all? It wasn't impressed. So we left early that night, which was good because we would have been stuck in traffic for probably 3 or 4 hours. But it was one of the things that Prabhupada wanted to do was spread Krishna consciousness, not just that we just sit in the temples, but he wanted us to go out. Even in the very early days, Prabhupada would say, because we know Prabhupada went to a park and he would sit under a tree or stand under a tree and chant for hours. And he would tell the devotees, even then, when books were being published and everything, he would tell his editors, your first business is to go out on the streets in the parks every day and chant Hare Krishna. So that's one thing I personally noticed, that as this movement has gone on, and at least in America, we don't see that as much. People often say, where have you guys been? I haven't seen you in years. So my wish is that people would take that more seriously. It's so easy to go out on the street and you see people smile and they wave and they dance. Just by doing that simple thing, they're guaranteed a human life in their next birth. And it seems impossible, but if they just think, oh, those Hare Krishnas, they're nice people, human birth is guaranteed. No matter what else they're doing, they get a human birth. And probably say, maybe even in this life, things will change. So I'm grateful, Maharaj, that you've instilled in your disciples. They make a vow that they're going to help push on Srila Prabhupada's mission. And I'm very grateful that you're here. And I'm grateful that all these new devotees are here. And everyone's welcome to come out and join us, because it's a lot of fun. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj, for coming and giving mercy to all of us. Congratulations to all those devotees who are receiving initiation today. Srila Prabhupada once said that it's not by chance that you've met your spiritual master. And now you have a big opportunity to make your life happy in a real and deep way, and to make others happy. So you're about to embark on a very big adventure. And adventure means there might be some difficulties at times along the way, So I invite all of you to look to your left and right and think about your God brothers and God sisters, because those are the people who will save you when difficulties come. I know in my own life, when I was a young devotee, I thought everything will be wonderful. In just a few years, we'll all be liberated. And of course, things turn out to be not so simple. And so now, when I look to my left, I see His Holiness Raghunath Maharaj, and I see Her Grace Malati Guru, and I think of so many other God brothers and God sisters who have remained strongly close and stuck to the Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet and to his instructions. And I'm grateful that they're there, because otherwise things would be impossible for me. So look for friendships with your God brothers and God sisters. Look for opportunities. And when there are disagreements, don't take them very seriously. Just keep on going and try to appreciate one another. And Srila Prabhupada has said in a letter that we have to perform all kinds of austerities. We follow regulative principles, we do strenuous service. But out of all of those things that we do, there's one that is more difficult than any, and which is immediately recognized by Krishna. And that is to live together and cooperate together for the sake of fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual masters. And that is sometimes very difficult to do. So always keep that in your heart.
Would any of the temple presidents who recommended devotees please come forward?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. My name is Neem. I'm servant of Jagannath in Baltimore. It was 50 years to be next year. We at Baltimore are so eternally grateful to your ocean mercy. All these wonderful devotees, all of them, they deserve this compassion, because whenever we see you, we remember Prabhupada, and we always remember that if you can just follow your footsteps, our life can be perfect. All these devotees who are Brahmins and for Harinam initiates, by following your footsteps, I'm sure the life will be perfect. We thank you in Baltimore, which has been very kind enough to give us a blessing of these wonderful devotees. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, can I say one other thing?
Please.
I'm very touched and moved how you have your disciples who have parents here and come up, because at my initiation, my mother and father, my sister were here, but that was never offered. But I'm touched to see. I would have loved to thank my parents, because they were open-minded when I joined Hare Krishna. They didn't have a problem with that. They saw Srila Prabhupada on multiple occasions. They said, "Oh, he's a saint," because they were Christians. But that's very touching that you get your disciples to, appreciate their parents and show gratitude and appreciation. I wish I had that opportunity when my parents were here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Well, you all met me already, so what a wonderful celebration. It's just, I echo what everybody said, Akshay Mahaprabhu, about the importance of friendship, the importance of Sangha, the importance of just supporting each other on this journey. Sometimes the small things make a big difference. I was reading the story about Krishna's, the advent of Lord Krishna, and then he appeared in the jail with Vasudeva and Devaki, and he was forearmed and very opulent and everything. And then Devaki, Mother Devaki said to Krishna, please become ordinary. So Kamsa, so you won't be in danger from Kamsa. So I was thinking that we also need to be ordinary so we're not a danger to ourselves. So to be just a simple, happy, genuine, eager to serve in small ways, to just be every day trying to be grateful that this is such a rare opportunity that we have in our life. And if we can show up, be steady, be surprised by the joy of Krishna consciousness, feel attached when things don't go our way, then we'll end up facing true north with our heart open and our destination here. So congratulations, well done, and good luck. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Namo Krishna Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimate Radha Swami Dinamine. Namo Krishna Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Dinamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Shunyavati Pasyate Dicharine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, Shri Guru Maharaj, for accepting devotees from ISKCON of North Atlanta. Shyamgiri Prabhu is here, our temple president, and on behalf of Vedasar Prabhu, temple president of ISKCON Atlanta also, we want to thank you for inviting all of us here and accepting and giving your mercy to all the devotees. I especially like the story which you narrated about the two brahmacharis trying to escape from the mad elephant, and how the words of a sadhu that they had heard 30 years ago came to their rescue. And I was reminded of something I read in the journey home, where you received a stick from a Ram Bhakta, and when the rabid dogs were attacking you, that stick served you. So I was thinking that today you are giving us the Tulsi Japamala to chant on. That is a gift from a sadhu. And this can save us at the time of our greatest need. Trayate Mahatu Bhayat, as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. And I was reminded of my senior god sister, Shama Sundari Devitasi, the daughter of Jana Mata from Pune. How at the end when she was wheeled into the ICU, her last words were, "Can I have my japa beads?" And she clung on to the japa beads, pressed them to her heart, and was chanting Hare Krishna. And you went to Pune all night, you did Kirtan, and in the morning when Jana Mata told you, "Thank you Maharaj for coming all the way from Bombay," you said that Shama Sundari has gone back to God. She is the Radha Shama Sundar. And Jana Mataji said, "Thank you Maharaj for your kind words." And you said, "These are not kind words, these are true words." So thank you Maharaj.
Shambhi Hari is here. Shambhi Hari is here.
Thank you so much for your compassion and mercy, which is unlimited. On behalf of all the disciples, on behalf of all your disciples from Atlanta, we are very grateful. We would like to thank you from the bottom of our heart, because we know how much we have been calling you and putting in and taking us apart. So please forgive us. Please forgive us. But it was all in the service of Prabhupada and in your service. We also like to thank Malvi Prabhu. When we told her that the devotees are being initiated, she was so happy, and when we invited her to be present when they got initiated, she immediately said yes, she will come. So we have to express extreme gratitude to Malvi Prabhu for coming and making this event so transcendental, so blissful. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. We are, of course, all very indebted to you for accepting this responsibility for so many wonderful devotees. And of course, devotees, this is a very, very important samskar in your spiritual journey. Of course, don't take it lightly. You've come already this far, but this important milestone, like Madhumalaji was mentioned, very, very important in our journey. And so, of course, this first initiation is marked by three main qualities of guidance from the spiritual master, commitment to all the vows that you've made, of course, by Yagya will now commence, and then also service to the devotees, service into your Prabhupada's mission, like Maharaj had mentioned. So we thank all of you for taking this very, very important step in your spiritual lives. Thank you, Maharaj, for your Hare Krishna.
So just before the Yagya starts, we need some volunteers downstairs to get prasadam set up. We're not serving right now, but we just would like some help. So if you get inspired, please see Jay. Wave Jay, he's at the back door over there. Praveen from Bharat, please wait. So please go see him. Thanks. All right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So before we start the class exercise, all initiate. You have one empty plates with you. Only from the front three might be your hand will face to the oven food. You can offer but very tiny bit because the brand new temples will not reflect. You want to make white. So we have the empty plates. So if you're offering on that empty plates on a very low level, and during the Purnamati times, you will bring from that offering not all, and you will be one feature will be Hari Om Om Shanna Vitrasamvarana Samna Bhagavataliyana Shamna Indra Varashpati Shamna Vishnu Rukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste
सजोरभिनिर्महे गातुं जग्नाय गातुं यज्ञपतये शस्तेरस्तु नः शस्तेर्मनुष्यभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेजसम् अस्तु सन्नतिपदेशं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ श्रीविष्णवः नमगिने यागच्छ वैष्णवः नमाग्ने यः गच्छ यः गच्छ यः तिष्ठ यः तिष्ठ यः सन्निधेः यः सन्निधेः यः सन्निरुधस्य यः सन्निरुधस्य यः सन्मुखो भव यः सन्मुखो भव ममर्चन गृहानः ॐ श्री वैष्णवनामाग्ने नमः recite the Mangalas and mantras. So I will go word by words and everyone will repeat after me. Okay? As we are already going a little late, so I will go a little faster. So that's why we can finish on time. Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Shalakaya Chakshurur Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha 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 Edam Guravedam Namamaha Sri Chaitanya Monobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Tadamayam Tadatisha Padantikam Swaha 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 Edam Sri Rupa Guravedam Namamaham Vandeyaham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Shakrajatam Shahagana Lalitam Raghunatharnitam Tam Sajivam Shadvaitam Shavadhutam Parijana Shahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Shahagana Lalita Sri Vishakharnitamscha Swaha 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 Edam Guravedam Namamaham Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Iti Namine Swaha 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 Edam Diksha Guruvedam Namamaha Namoyam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Vajjatya Vishatarine Swaha 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 Edam Vadishtatarja Edam Namamaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Sri Varsha Bhanavi Devi Vaitaya Vipabhaye Krishna Sambandha Vidyana Dayine Prabhave Namaha Madhurja Ujjala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastute Namaste Gauravani Shri Muttaye Dinatarine Shri Rupanuga Viruddhapa Siddhanta Hanta Harine Swaha 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 Edam Paramaguruvedam Namamaha Namo Gaura Kishoraya Shakshad Vairagya Uttayem Vipralambham Rasambodhe Padam Bhojayate Namaha स्वाहा 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 इदं परपरगुरवे इदं नाममः ॐ नमः भक्तिविनदाय सच्चिदानन्द नामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगा परायते स्वाहा 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 इदं परमेष्टे गुरवे इदं नाममः श्रीगौरम् अविर्भावम् उमेष्ठाम् नित्यष्टाम् सज्जनप्रियाम् वैष्णव सार्वभौमस्य श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः स्वाहा 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 इदं परमेष्टि परप्रागुरवे इदं नाममः वंशाकल्प तरुभस्य कृपासिन्धुभ्यः एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यः नमो नमः स्वाहा 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 इदं सर्वतत्त्वभ्यमिदं नाममः नमो मः वदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते गौरशक्ति कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः स्वाहा 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 एदं गौरा एदं नाममः पञ्चतत्मा आत्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तवतारं भक्तक्षं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं स्वाहा 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 एदं पञ्चतत्त्वा एदं नाममः हे कृष्ण करुणासिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमस्तुते स्वाहा 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 एदं कृष्ण एदं नाममः जयतं शूरतो पंगाल ममामन्दा मतेर्गते मत्सर्वस्य मदं भोजो श्रीराधा मदनमोहनो स्वाहा 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 एदं श्रीमन्तदेवताय श्रीराधामदनमोहनाय इदं नाममः दिव्यवृन्दा गन्नो कल्पा द्रुमाधो श्रीमद्रत्ना गार सिंहासनस्थो श्रीराधा श्रीलगोविन्ददिव्यो स्थलेभिः शब्दमान स्मरामि स्वाहा 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 इदं विदाय श्रीराधागोविन्दाय इदं नाममः ॐ श्रीमन्राज दशारम्भे वंशिवाटा तटस्थितः कश्चन वेणुः शनद्गोपे गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः स्वाहा 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 इदं प्रेजनितपदाय श्रीराधागोपीनाथाय इदं नाममः ॐ तप्तकञ्चन गौरङ्गे राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विषवानो च्युते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये स्वाहा 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 एदं राधिका वेदं नाममः ॐ जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द स्वाहा 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 एदं पञ्चतत्त्वा एदं नाममः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम with your offering outis, with the plates, and also the bananas. Banana from your plates. No, no clouds. Just a offering bananas and samita. Okay. Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaha Purnam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purname Baba Shirishate Swaha. So now we'll request. So now we're requesting from the first row. So please come and offer a little bit the samidhas from there to the fire, and the banana keep on the side. Just a very little. Banana. And also, when you're done, you make sure that take out your red cushion because you need to circumambulate the 3 times when everyone is done. One time, only one time, just offer it one time. Circumambulating can do together, okay? So you don't have to circumambulate right now. Huh? Just leave it there. Yes, it's fine. No, not now. Not now. Just offer it, everyone very quickly, because you don't have much time. Yeah, let's just keep it in any places. Just one time. Only one time, it's very tiny bit. Keep the plates stuck on it. So darshan will be closed right now. So for your informations, the Radha Madanman over here you are seeing, this is the first deity of in our ISKCON society around the world. So before darshan got closed, get darshan once more times. This is the first deity in ISKCON society around the globe by Srila Prabhupada. This is the Radha Madanman, what you are getting darshans over here. Keep it in the side, not on the fire. So now, whoever already done the offering, you can start the pradakshina 3 times, okay? Some kirtaniyas, we have kirtaniyas here to do some kirtans. Only the candidate, please. No one else, please. We received one phone. Don't know who lost his phone, iPhone. If anyone, please let me know. So after Pradakshina, second initiated, please stand up in the lobby. Who are getting second initiation, please stand up in the lobby after you finish the Pradakshina. Those are getting second initiated, I will request you please come here. You will get a tika first and then you can go. The second initiated, just come stand up here. So we will make a tika for you. Krishna. One phone was missing. It is icon. If anyone found, please you can deposit to our office. And also we found one phone. If anyone lost, you can connect us. Thank you.